game 3 currently? Is that where we are?
Yes, yes, they are, and it is a very, very close match at the moment. Sorry, as you can tell, 28 with Truly and Tribe currently at 16 points.
Wow. This is as close as it could possibly get. Tribe though, obviously, oh my goodness.
What a feed.
Yeah. I think for a split second there, all of Tribe was dead. Or sorry, not Tribe, Truly.
Yeah, that was just a beautiful play coming in from Childs, combining the power of the Thermite and spraying through that mid area with the DRH. Melted everybody remaining for Truly, and seems like Tribe playing the long game. If I had to guess, probably played it patient off the first half. Was not too worried about Truly getting the B cap off the start and capitalize whenever they were able to get the retake. And now a pretty good amount of progress over on A as well. It will be ticked back down for Truly, but Tribe still moving upward as they continue to hold that A flag. You can see them not overextending. Nero really trying to spawn trap at this point. He's continuing to use that Type 25, which we haven't seen used a whole lot, but he's been very good with it all tournament long. A little bit surprising to see Leon down at 0 kills right now.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's a player that I really expected to be top fragging essentially inside of this domination matchup. But just a reminder to the viewers, right now, these matchup between Truly and Tribe is up 2, which means if they do win this match, they will progress into the losers finals, which will be against Nova.
As highlighted before, Leon was kind of sitting on that scoreboard, not in the best possible position here, but now seems to be picking up a few more kills so that they can contribute to this here. And I do like the way that Tribe is playing a contained strat now, but the Goliath is out. So this is a huge opportunity for Truly to be able to play off the back of this Goliath, try and see if they can force this and get seed, or just keep them spawned, because with how close this game is, fellas, they just hold 2. They'll be okay to come back into this one and make it, I think, 75 to 68 or something like that, which isn't a bad result.
You know, what's really interesting about that is I don't think Fusion was even using persistence. So I think that was just a regular straight up Goliath that we saw right there, which is part of the reason that we saw it so early. We typically don't see those until the second half of a game of domination. So for him to be able to get that in the first half and get it called in to help them close some of that gap is huge.
I call it 75-68. They ended up getting 71 off of that, especially considering the pressure that they were applying on the backfield. So now Truly have an opportunity to bring this one back. We're going into the second half of play. The sides have flipped. Tribe is going to be defending from the back here, and let's see how they're going to try and take B site, because this is right in B mid. I mean, look at what we have. Truly's already going to be on top of that, but right out of the gate, you're going to get that war machine, the grenade launcher blowing everything up, not allowing them to get on top of that. And look at Saizu. I love this chopper play in the back. It's so cheeky.
I mean, there's not a whole lot you can really do to counter that. You can hope maybe eventually you get an annihilator shot over top of that wall, but that's not even a head glitch. That's a wall glitch. That's an entire body glitch. So if he's able to, if they're able to get the B flag and him to continue to hold that position, that's going to be next to impossible for them to knock him off right there. No control of the B flag yet, but pretty good progress. And I think they might be able to close out the cap pretty soon.
Contact with enemy.
I'm still just in awe over the fact that Fusion was able to get that XS1 without persistence that early on. That is something you never, ever see. And initially, I disagreed with him pulling it out on the basis that I thought he had persistence, and I thought it could be used at a better time, especially considering we were going into half where obviously the points do reset. But as we saw, that definitely gave Truly a good catch-up.
Yeah, we got Tectonic making big plays in mid, able to take out Clashy in that gunfight. So he's getting pretty close to full streaks. Obviously, those are going to start to become more and more of a factor the closer we get to the end of this game. With Tribe up 5 points right now, we see a lot of players on the point, but Fusion's ready, misses too many shots, but Cluster Strike on the way in is going to take him out, but they finish the B camp.
That's massive. That is absolutely huge. Tribe, they'll get possession of B, just brute forcing their way through. But look at all of that aggression that's happening just to clear some bodies out on their side of the base. They needed Truly to just remove Tribe out of the equation. They now have to take space in this map. They have to remove any of these streaks that are going to be up in the skies. You're seeing here Solid dealing with this chopper, does take out the stealth, and they'll be able to get their own mech here and an opportunity for them to do what they did at the end of that half, of the first half of play, where they were able to come back into this one. And it's still so early, fellas, that they have the opportunity to do so. It's Fusion once again inside of that mech.
Yeah, Fusion is going to have to play this mech to perfection. Honestly, with the position that Tribe is in, they can play very defensive and just keep their eyes on B. But yeah, I mean, this is going to be really tough for Fusion making a play right here. As you can tell, Trophy did come down, which should hopefully come in handy for Truly. But they might take it. Access one goes down, but we have 2 players on the point. They get
Wait, was that a Tempest?
Yep.
Yeah, so the thing about the Tempest is it's really a really good counter, kind of an underrated counter for the Goliath, because it freezes not only regular players, but also Goliath players. So we saw him just sitting still on the point. That allowed them to not only get the Goliath, but the 2 kills for the players that were right next to him. And now we got Tribe only a few points from closing this one out.
Yeah, that's number 20. Tectonic looking for 21. Just managed to get 22, 23.
A 500-point feed.
This is ridiculous what we're seeing. Tectonic again, another Annihilator kill. And that is basically going to be the bow wrapped on this one, fellas. Oh, my word.
I mean...